Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have got for our wet belt package Ford Ranger in. It's also coming for a DPF on-car flush and a full service. So let's take you through the steps. First things first, we want to get the wheels off, partly for the service, but mainly so I can drop the car that little bit lower because I'm short. On these Rangers, you have got to take this steering rack out, this drive shaft. If you can do it any other way, let me know in the comments. How do you do it? So now we've got the trap rod ends out, lock the steering wheel in the middle. There we go. Steering rack's locked. We can easily just remove it from the column. Why is everything on this car? How difficult. Like just a little bit more. That was so much more effort than what it needed to be. Couple of tiny little bits. Let's take a look in the strainer. As you can see, the strainer is completely clear. You can see a couple of tiny little bits, but nothing too major. So now we've got that absolute ball ache of a sump off. Let's start attacking the belt. So you can see in here a little bit more now. We've got to take off the viscous fan, these covers, water hoses, water pump belt, water pump, and the timing cover, and we'll be able to see what's going on. I'm hoping I can just leave the viscous fan and unbolt the mount, but let's find out. I drop my nuts. One cover. The water pump belt is off. Now let's get this fan off. I'm hoping that I don't have to take everything off. That's why I've done it the way I've done it. So there we are. But now we can actually see the wet belt bits. It's too big. So hopefully the 3/8 gun undoes it. We've got the new Milwaukee. You can see the cover now here. We've got the pulley off. We've got the water pump here. Let's get this cover off. 10 milli. Bosh. All we need to do now is time it up. These are the same as the Transits. You know when they're timed up because you just use your pins and it goes. Then in it goes. And then your two marks at the bottom line up as well. Give that a little wash. And although it has timing marks on the crank, I still like to give it a pen mark. Can never be too safe. It's started to go, but it's not horrendous. It's definitely seen worse with 77,000. Yeah, just started on the bottom of the T. Perfect time to do it, you know, because there's no risk of any engine damage. You've got a couple of fraying bits, but nothing was in the strainer, as you saw. It's literally caught bang on. But let's clean the surfaces off, and then we'll get the water pump off. They must use different sealant on the Rangers because all the Transits have been black sealant. This one's been grey. This bad boy's stuck in there. And that is why we change them while we're in there. So all of this rust. When you get down to the engine, it's the exact same as the Transit. So we replace the same parts. That's all this car's good for. So just come for mid-break, going for a little boxing match next year. Check out my profiles for why. If you're fighting me, you're welcome, because I'm probably going to lose.
Oh yeah. Can. My trousers. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Now that we're back from the punching session, here we have our Ranger box. Got the belts, oil pump belt, timing belt, water pump belt, fan belt, strainer, crank pulley bolt, tensioner, oil filter, water pump, and a sump. Let's get it on. Start with this. One of them. Put some grease around the seal. Let's get it in. Belt on, and then pull the pin. And then turn it over and re-put the pins, and then pull the pins again when it's right. And because this is the same as the Transit, it is 14 times. We're coming round on it now. There and there. And the marks are bang on. Get the oil pump belt in. Something like that. Then let's get the cover on. There you go, and then this should all turn, all nice and straight, perfect. Let's get the water pump belt on. That goes on there like that. It should just be a case of turn this nicely, and then on it flicks, just like that, perfect. And this should just twist, and then hopefully we're on. While we've got the airbox out, we're doing a service on it, so we're just going to replace the filter while we're here. We've got a nice grubby air filter. New air filter. The bloody tool just died. Ah! I love my job. Happiness is a choice. Yeah. I know what we'll do. We'll put the oil filter over the chassis leg. Well done, Ford. With such a terrible oil filter, I would have expected the belt to be worse. So we'll get some oil on the O-ring, and then we'll put it in. And then we'll try and clean off this mess as best we can. There's lots to clean, bro. New strainer in. Ta-da. So we've got the new sump here from Ford. We're just continuing Ford's genius. What we'll do is we'll put a sticker on the inside of the sump. Honestly, this will make it the stickiest sticker. I mean, really. Little bit of brake cleaner, just help break up the glue, and a razor blade, and it'll come off nicely. That's the last bit now. I'm going to put the drive shaft back in, the steering rack back in, under trays back on, crack on with the service, and then clean out the DPF. All the oil is now going to the back, and it can't leak out. So we can put this in without it leaking. Nearly my finger. I'm free. Lay bosh. Let's put some oil in this bad boy. Just fill it up with coolant, then we'll start it up. First thing we're going to do is pump the brake up, because we've had that caliper off. Then we want to get on the key, start it up. Turn the heating on. Make sure we've got heat coming through the cab. Checking for leaks, and we are completely dry, so I'm happy. Means I don't have to take all that rubbish back off to get to the sump. Fuel filler, let's get it in. So we've sucked the old fuel out of the housing. So it's got a lift pump in the tank, so all we need to do is quite literally turn the ignition on and it'll prime itself. So we've been sent this by Liqui Moly. I'm going to test it out on this Ranger because it's coming up on the dash, particulate filter overloaded. So we've said to the customer, do you want to try our new Liqui Moly? He said yes. So let's show you how we do that. First thing you want to do is you want to take your spray gun and you want to fill it up with the cleaner. It's worth noting that you have to do this with the DPF below 40 degrees, so the engine hasn't been running, it's got to be cold. Locate your DPF. On this Ranger, it's right here. We've got the lambda sensor we could go in, we've got the pressure sensor or the temperature sensor. I've chosen the pressure sensor, so I've just pulled this hose off here, and I'm going to go in this little output here. So you get these little adapters in the kit. This one is the one that we're doing. Just keep the end loose so that this wobbles around. Then you just put that in there. And then what you want to be able to do is just move it back and forward while it's spraying in the direction of the DPF. They have a hole in the end where the fluid comes out. So make sure that that is pointing in the direction of the DPF flow. And connect your bottle to the airline. You spray it in 5 to 10 second intervals while moving the hose in and out. So you cover all the DPF. We've emptied the spray can. Let that sit for 10-15 minutes. Let that cleaner develop into the DPF. And then we can put the purge in and let that take effect after. While we're waiting, let's just fill it up with the purge. Now we wait. The reason we went straight onto the DPF cleaning is because we went to do our fuel filter, and as you can see, it looks like it's been through the hedges. We're going to send that back, and we've got a new one here, so now we can get that in. That's much better. Put this bad boy in. Put this rubber seal here. There we go. Prime that up now. A couple of ignition cycles just to fill up that filter housing. So now we connect the airline back up, and then we do the same thing with the purge. 5 seconds, in and out. And we are pretty much empty. That's what we do. Disconnect that. And we'll let the pressure out while the pipe's still in case there's anything left in there. Clean done. We now just put the pressure pipe back on. Want to run the vehicle up to temp, and then we want to do a regen. Check the oil level on the maximum. Perfect. Clean up some of our mess. WD-40, make it nice and shiny. Let's get the pollen filter in it. That is that done. We're outside in the vehicle now. We just want it to run up to operating temperature. Just want to see the DPF temps come up. We want to see the coolant temps come up and sit there. And then we want to perform a DPF regen. We've just hooked up the launch. Go and check out our TikTok video and how you can get yourself one of them. We're just doing the regen. We've got all of our live data here. We're just going to keep an eye on that. Let the regeneration go. We'll come back to it after. Just come back from the road test. We are all good. Just doing our final scan. We're perfect. So we can give this back to the customer. Now, I know a lot of you watching this video are going to be like, what is that weird looking blue, red and white thing behind me? So it's actually Big Drew's little project car. He's big, this is little. Tell you what isn't little, the thing that connects to this. Now stay tuned, we'll do some more content on it. Enjoy.
This is my baby, white one. It's still not finished, but soon.